We're going to look at one or two more of these examples from 9B Part 1. Let's look at number 10. It says a $1,200 computer depreciates at a rate of $300 per year. Write an equation to model this situation where x equals the number of years and y is the value of the computer. Representing that as an equation would be y equals negative 300x plus 1200. When does the depreciated value reach 0? Put a 0 in place of that y. 0 equals negative 300x plus 1200. Add 300x to each side. 300x equals 1200. Divide by 300. X equals 4. That will be depreciated out or be worth 0 in 4 years. Let's look at number 14. It's kind of strange. It says local sales tax in Marysville is 2%. State tax is 6%. If X is the cost of a purchase before taxes, then write an equation for the cost of the total purchase after taxes. Y equals 0.02x plus 0.06x plus x. Y equals 0.08x plus x. Y equals 1.08x, because there's 1x and there's 0.08x. Nine B Part 2. We have already looked at this formula, y equals mx plus b. If we have an equation like y equals 3x minus 4, we know that 3 is the slope. We know that 4 is the y-intercept. We know that if slope is positive, this line goes up. If slope is negative, this line goes down. Those are things that you're familiar with from your high school mathematics classes. At the very bottom of this page 9B handout for Part 2, problem number 7, a $1,000 computer depreciates at the rate of $100 per year. Represent that as an equation, y equals negative 100x plus 1,000. Number of years is the independent variable. The value is the dependent value. Now, they want me to graph this and tell them how much this laptop is worth after 3 years. So on the next page, if I'm going to graph this equation, you know that that is my y-intercept. I'm going to start at 1,000 and put my first dot. My slope is negative 100, so I'm coming down 100. Notice that each of these little blocks represent 100 on the y-axis, and on the x-axis they represent 1, so I'm coming down 1 over 1. I have 2 points. You have 2 points. You can draw a line through them. Zoop, there's my line. And they're saying after 3 years, what's the value of this laptop? Go over to 3, up to my line, read over there at 700. If I were to substitute a 3 right here, I would have y equals negative 100 times 3 plus 1,000, and I'd also get 700. So either way you want to do it. Number 8, the cost of publishing a poster is $2,000 for setting up the printing equipment plus $5 per poster printed. You make an equation out of that. You have y equals 5x plus 2,000. What is the total cost to produce 2,000 posters? Substitute 2,000 in place of x in this equation. 5 times 2,000 is 10,000, plus 2,000 would be 12,000. The graph that they've given you to use on this is not very friendly because they didn't use the correct units. So we're just not going to worry with this graph. The answer is 12,000. You got that by substituting that 2,000 in place of that x.